So for this video tutorial, we're going to be working with Windows 7 on a virtual machine. So you're probably wondering what a virtual machine is. It's like a computer on another computer. It just runs virtual computers, and you could run older software. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do Windows 7, and it's pretty much going to be a similar process to how we did with Windows XP. If you haven't watched that yet, click the information card right above you, or click the link down in the description below, so that way you can actually go ahead and try it out for yourself, and you'll be able to have the same steps like this. So without further ado, we're going to get started, and we're actually not going to get into too much detail about the installation and everything because we've already covered this in Windows XP video. So once again, you're going to have to get VirtualBox. You click on the Windows one, or unless you're running a Mac, you get the Mac, or if you're using Linux, use Linux and whatever these two are. And you're also going to want the extension package. So you're going to get all this, and then you're going to go to this website. I'll have a link in the description below. You're going to get the Windows 7 Ultimate Service Package 1 English x64. So you're going to go ahead and download the ISO image. It's going to take a few minutes for it to download, but we're going to go ahead and give that a click. It's going to download. And then another thing you're going to need, and we can actually run a browser on this, is that we're going to be, I had to use a third-party website to get this, but we're going to be using Firefox 115.01, which is the latest version available for Windows 7. So you just click, I had to click on relaunch download. Usually if you click on this link, it'll start to download automatically after a few moments. If not, just click relaunch download, and then it's going to go, actually no, we're going to go ahead and give us a click. This is going to pop up, and then it's going to go ahead and download here in a few seconds. If it doesn't, you can obviously click this, and it's already downloading. I already got it downloaded, so we can get rid of that. And also another thing, probably unnecessary, but something worth having, is get Anyburn. You can pretty much turn a file into an ISO file, which is basically a virtual CD-ROM. So give that a click. I already have it downloaded on my computer. So without further ado, let's continue on with the video after this Windows 7 thing is done. Hey everyone, sorry for interrupting the video. I just thought I'd give a quick shout out to Movavi Video Editor for making it a lot easier for me to work on my videos and have them here on YouTube today, because I want to have good quality, high quality videos, so that way you guys can enjoy it without having all the pixelations, bad lag, or anything like that. So that's the software I use today, and it makes it a lot easier for me to do my work. So I'm able to organize my videos. I'm able to use specific features like different multimedia bundles. I can use subtitles. I can even use AI features to be able to make things better for the video. So, and also when it comes to rendering the video, I can actually have it in full 1080p at 60 FPS. I can have it at 2K Ultra HD 60 FPS, or I could do 4K 60 FPS Ultra HD. So if you want to try the software for yourself today, there's actually a promo deal going on, the spring sale. So if you use my link down in the description below, you can save up to 80% off your entire order, whether you're getting the Movavi Unlimited, the Video Suite, the Multimedia Bundles, Creative Effects, and a lot more. So once again, use the link in my description below so you can save up to 80% off from now until April 22nd. So let's go ahead and continue with the video. Alright, now that we have it downloaded, we can go ahead and get started. So we're going to go to the VirtualBox, and it's going to pop up on my other screen, so I got to drag it over here. So what you want to do first is that you want to look up the minimum spec requirements to be able to run Windows 7. Not really much of a difference, but we're going to go ahead and just do this on a whim. So you're going to click on New, as we usually do. We're going to give it a name. I'm going to put Windows 7 ULT, which is the Ultimate version. I have the Ultimate version. And then you're going to go find the ISO image. You're going to click Other, Desktop. It's going to be right here. And then actually you want to check this part out, otherwise it's going to look a little weird. So go ahead and check mark this and then click Next. So we're going to do base memory. I'm actually going to go ahead and put 6 gigs of RAM because I feel like it. We're going to do 4 processors for this one. I mean, you could do 3, 4, or go above and beyond, whatever you want to do, but I'm going to go ahead and stick with 4. Click Next. As for the size, we're going to go ahead and put 75 gigs of RAM, and then click Next. Everything is all set, and then click Finish, and now we're ready to get started. So we did that, and actually before we even do anything, I want to do a couple of things, like get rid of the floppy, add the network, because we're going to use internet for this one. 4 processors, base memory, good. Everything else is good. Video memory, I'm actually going to upgrade this to 128. And then everything else can stay about the same. So we're going to go ahead and click Start. And it's going to pop up on my other screen here in a second. I got to drag it on over. There we go. There it is. So we're gonna go ahead and increase this. Windows is loading files. Starting Windows. I actually really like Windows 7, if I'm being completely honest with everything. I really liked Windows 7. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for this to finish, and then we're gonna be able to get through the installation process. So here we go. So obviously English, United States, US, because I'm in the US. Install now. Simple, right? Well, it's still going to take a while for everything to get started. So setup is starting. We're going to give us a little bit. Agree to the terms. Next. We're actually going to not do upgrade. We're going to do custom. So we're going to go ahead and give a click on that and give a click on this. Because if you do the upgraded one, it's going to take you through a bit of a boot loop and you're going to have to restart this whole process again. So just do custom. So you click on this. You click next. And then it's going to configure everything, make sure everything is all set, download, install files as necessary. And this process is going to take a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and wait for this to go through. Okay, so it's going to go ahead, and we're not going to click anything because we don't want to boot from a CD or a DVD, otherwise it's going to go through another type of boot loop. So we're going to go ahead and setup is updating registry settings, so we're going to go ahead and give it a moment, and it's going to complete the installation, which is going to take another little bit, but thought I'd give you some thoughts about this. I actually really liked Windows 7 because things were a lot easier back then when Windows 7 was still a thing, and obviously it's still discontinued. I think they still have a little bit of a support system, but I'm not 100% sure. If I am wrong about that, go ahead and correct me in the comments down below. So we're gonna go ahead and let this finish up what it needs. And okay, settings will continue after restarting your computer, so it's gonna restart again. Again, do not tap on anything because we don't want to boot from a CD or DVD, otherwise boot loop. Starting Windows, so we're going to go ahead and hopefully configure everything so that way we can be able to run everything as smoothly as possible. Setup is checking video performance, so we're going to give that a few moments. If we have to, we can always go back and reset everything. So choose a username. I'm using my YouTube name, MichaelGR95 USA. Subscribe to the channel. And now we're going to go ahead and click next. Not valid, that's okay. We're going to change this to MGR95 USA, which is a smaller version. And then I'm not even going to use a password because it's a virtual machine. I'm the only one that's going to use this. So we're going to click next. We can actually go ahead and skip this part. Once I actually find a working product key, I'll leave it in the comments down below. So we're going to go ahead and skip. Use recommended settings. Time zones, it defaults at Pacific time, but we're going to change that to, I have to look at my other screen, to Eastern US time. Automatically observe daylight savings, yes. Next, home network, because I'm using my Wi-Fi. I'm using my home one. And we're going to go ahead and let this connect. And we can actually use the internet. So you're probably wondering how we're going to do that. Well, I'm going to show you that here in a few minutes once we get through this. Windows 7 Ultimate. So welcome. We're going to let this go through. It's going to take about a minute or so. Preparing your desktop. Pretty much the same way how you used to run when Windows 7 was a thing back then. And I gotta double check when Windows 7 was discontinued, and I'm not sure if they're doing any type of support for them anymore, but there it is. And if you're wondering how you can fix the size of the screen, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go to devices, and we're gonna go ahead and insert guest edition CD image. Usually a pop-up will come up right here. If not, go ahead into the Windows icon, computer, and then it's going to take you to this. So we're going to go ahead and give this a click, and we're going to go ahead and install this. Yes. Okay, wrong one. Okay, so we'll do this 64. Okay, there we go. So I clicked the wrong one. Okay, that's my bad right there. Next, install. And then this is going to take a few minutes for it to go through. What's going to do, it's going to correct the size of the screen, install, and then it's going to pretty much reboot the entire computer, install. It's installing the necessary drives to be able to make it happen. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in this little tiny screen. And it's going to make sense here in a little bit. So, reboot now. We're going to go ahead and let it restart. Shutting down. Well, it's not really going to shut down. It's just going to restart. And then that's pretty much it. So, we just let this go through its cycle. Like I said, I really love Windows 7. I hate Windows 8. I'm actually glad Windows 8 is not a thing anymore. So, you give us a few minutes, and then it's going to go ahead and correct the screen size. If not, we can always make that correction manually. So, okay, I'm back, and I actually had to make a quick correction, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how it's done. So we're going to go ahead and minimize that, and actually it already corrected itself. So what I did is I did personalize, no, not personalize, Windows resolution. I changed it to this, And then what I did is I actually put it in full screen mode, and it finally corrected itself. So now we got a full screen to work with. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you an opportunity on how to use a software called Anyburn. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so I minimized everything, and now we have Firefox version 115.0.1. So we're going to use Anyburn. This is what's going to pop up. There's another way, but this is a little bit easier to me. If I figure it out here in a video, I'll let you guys know. So what we're going to do is create image file from files and folders. So we're going to go ahead and give a click on that, add, go to our desktop, because that's where I have it set to. And then we're going to find the folder. I have an older one here from the Windows XP one. Where's the, right here. So this is the one we're going to click right here. So give a click on that, and then you click next. And then you're going to call it Firefox Win7.isl. And then create now. It's going to create a new virtual CD-ROM drive, and then we're going to go ahead and locate it onto the computer. Actually, never mind. There's another way to do this. So what we're going to do is go to device. We're actually going to go ahead and choose a file. It's going to be on my desktop, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and find said file right here. So here it is. So we're going to give a click on that. And if a pop-up doesn't pop up right here, you can just go to here, computer, go to the CD-ROM, and then go to this. So it's going to extract everything. It's going to download, install, and yeah. Yes, next. Don't have to check off anything. Launch Firefox, so we're going to go ahead and give it a try. And it should turn on. Usually with these old operating systems, it's running a tad bit slow, but it's okay. So we're going to test this out by going to youtube.com. And if YouTube loads, which clearly it's showing that it's loading, everything loads and we're all set to go. So honestly, for this, I would actually not recommend signing into anything because it's an old operating system. It does have security issues, so I wouldn't even bother signing into anything. Just watch your videos, deal with the ads, unfortunately. But what we are going to do is go to Google, and we're going to download one more piece of software. It's called AVG Windows 7. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Free antivirus for Windows 7, and then go ahead and click free download. And it's going to take a few minutes, so it's going to go up right here. Give that a click. That's going to pop up, and it's going to download AVG. So we can at least have an antivirus software. I mean, oops, did not mean to click that. Cancel. I meant to click this because I forgot I wasn't on full screen. So let's fix that. View, full screen, and then obviously it's going to be a tad bit buggy, but it's okay. So we're going to go ahead and let this install, and then we're going to have an actual running operating system. Outdated though, but you know what? It still works. So we're going to go ahead and we'll give us a test run. Okay, it finally popped up, so we're going to go ahead and click install. It's going to install everything we need for that AVG antivirus for Windows 7. It's going to take a few minutes depending on your internet connection speed, and obviously it's extracting everything, so it's going to take a few minutes. So let that go through so that way we at least have an antivirus on the computer. We have a working browser. I mean, I'm sure Google Chrome would work, but honestly, I recommend Firefox because it's a open source browser that you can use, and it works. Like I said, we ran youtube.com, it worked. Now, the question is for YouTube, and this is going to be one test run, is it going to allow me to run a live stream? So there's one live stream I could think of that we could do. It's music that we can obviously play virtually on any channel or any platform. So we're going to go ahead and give us a click, give it a test run, see if it, okay, it does work. Okay, cool. So I'm actually, no, dismiss, mute it because obviously we know it's working. So at least the live streams are working on here. It did not work on Windows XP, but that's okay. We can at least still watch the videos. So we know that works. I wonder one other website that we can think of, twitch.tv. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. We're going to watch a streamer, which normally I don't do on a video, but for the purpose of this test run, we're going to go ahead and give it a try. We're going to click this first one that's right here, and I'm going to go ahead. It's going to play an ad, which is okay because obviously we know it works. We're going to go ahead. Actually, no, she is live streaming. Okay, never mind. So that works. So, and let me move myself right here. So see her name right there. Go ahead and subscribe to her channel, follow her, whatnot. Thank you for letting me test this, although I'd never even mention anything to her. So we're going to go ahead and give that a close, and now we're going to go ahead and follow through with the antivirus. Install Google Chrome. We don't want Google Chrome. We're going to stick with the free one because I don't need to pay for one. Run first scan. We're going to let it run its first scan, which is absolutely fine. And then we're going to explore a little more into this. And actually, we're going to be looking into some games that we can actually put on here too. No malware found, obviously. Scanning for advanced threats. It's going to find nothing. One advanced issue. Okay, that's fine. We're just going to click resolve all. Okay, no, never mind. I don't want to pay for anything. So we're going to go ahead and skip for now, which is fine. Done. You're not imaging it. Your PC is getting slower. Show me. Inefficient system. It's okay. Obviously, it's a virtual machine. Not really much we could do about that. But it says you have basic protection, which obviously didn't show on the SP1. I will show a screenshot about it right here on this video so that way you know what's up. But at least with Windows 7, you can at least have something that actually works. Outdated, but works. So we're going to go ahead and check out a game or two and see if we can get those running. Alright, so unfortunately I cannot get any games to work. I tried Roblox. I heard it was still running for Windows 7, kinda, but unfortunately nothing is working. So there will be a part 2 to this video later on down the road. So we actually did get some things fixed to be able to get everything running much more smoother, but like I said, stay tuned for a part 2 for this video. If you like this video, if you want to see more, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you tap on that subscribe button and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can know more about future videos. So stay tuned for a part 2. If you want to see a Windows Vista, Windows 98, or even a Mac one, which I can do a Mac one. I've already done it just recently, so if you want to see those, let me know down in the comments down below. I will be playing more games as soon as I can, and I'll be streaming on Twitch more often as I can because I got a little something coming in hopefully by next week for it. So hopefully we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace!